Hi, I'm Abdurrashid, and today we are diving into Blender 4.3 to start creating a 3D pirate bedroom. We will keep it simple and fun, perfect for beginners. Oh, and before we get started, grab my free Blender hotkeys and shortcuts PDF in the description. It will speed up your workflow. Alright guys, open up your Blender, and by the way, I'm using Blender 4.3, and if you're using older versions, it can work, or if you're using newer version, it can also work. So you can do the same modeling with me. All right, just press a new file, general, and I'm gonna turn on my screencast. It will help you to follow along with me, which buttons I'm pressing on my keyboard. It will appear here, okay, and also just go here and turn on the cavity and screen type both. So what it will do is it will make our meshes visibility on the edges. You can see it gives a nice edge from here, okay. And also let's clear our scene first. Press A to select them all and X to delete, and we need new mesh. To do that, Shift A to open up this add menu. You can go to mesh and add cube, and also you can find the add menu from here, okay. Now let's set up our camera. Also Shift A, camera, and you can see our camera is right here. To go to camera view, just press this camera icon to go to inside, and if you press again, you can go out of the camera mode. Also you can do on the keyboards, just press 0 on the numpad and 0 again on the numpad. Okay, let's go to camera view because we have to change its location. To do that, just go here, camera objects, and location. X value should be 30, Y value should be minus 30, Z 30, and rotation I'm gonna put 55, and Y value is 0, Z value is 45. Okay, now it's in the correct location, and I want to also change the format of our camera. Just go output here and type 1200 by 1200 and go to here now, and we have to change the type from perspective to orthographic because we're gonna make a stylized isometric room. So it works perfectly in orthographic mode rather than perspective mode. Okay, just change it here and just select our cube. Let's change its size. Go here first and go to items, and we can change its dimensions. I'm gonna put 3.67 to X value, Y value 3.67 also to Y value, and for the Z value you're gonna put 2.97. okay, that looks nice, and I want to move it up by pressing G and Z axis. Or before I can give you another really good tip. I started using it. It's called gizmo. You can turn on the gizmo to move tool, and now if we take this and we can move it freely, but not pressing the G, Z axis or Y axis. It's easier to move with these gizmos. Okay, it's right here. You can also turn on the rotation gizmo or scale to do it, but now I just need this move tool. Okay, we can just move it up right here. Now it's in the correct location. Okay, now let's close this tab. To do that, press N to close it, and now let's go out from the camera mode, and now I'm gonna introduce you the object edit mode. Just press your object, just select it and go to object mode. We are gonna use this tools right here. This is the vertex select mode. If we select one vertex, and we can change its, we can adjust it, move it, or we can select the edge select mode, and we can adjust or move our edges. But right now we need a face select mode to select the faces, because I wanna delete some of the faces. Just hold shift and press your left click mouse, okay, and press X to delete faces. Okay, we have deleted our faces. Let's go to camera view. Okay, now we deleted the wrong faces. To undo this, just press Ctrl Z to go back to its origins. Okay, now I want to select this face, this again, and press X and delete. Now this is what I wanted. Okay, now next thing, I'm gonna introduce you this modifiers. I want to make our walls thicker. To do that, just go to here and add modifier, generate. We need a solidify modifier. Okay, and from thickness, just increase the thickness to about 0.2 meters. And you say it's not even. To make it even, just tick this even thickness. Okay, this looks nice. I like it. Now next thing, we're gonna block it out, our what we're gonna make in our scene. Okay, let's go out, get out of this camera mode, and okay, let's press 7 to go to top view, and we need new mesh. Shift A, add menu, mesh. We need a new cube, and let's see from here. S to scale it up, down a bit. Okay, something like this. S, scale it to Z axis, something like this. Okay, and I want to scale it to X axis, something like this. S to scale Y axis. This is just this is gonna be our bed, and let's apply scale. Shift A, apply scale. Why we do this? Because if we give it modifier, it doesn't work. If I go to undo it before we apply this, Shift D to duplicate it. I'm gonna demonstrate it for you guys. Okay, let's add another modifier, this time bevel modifier. You see, we applied bevel modifier, same, we can apply bevel modifier. You can see it's not correct. Okay, let's increase its value. You see, it's not working correctly because its scale is not. If you open up this tab, you see scale is different from X to Y, Z values is different. To make it all, it should be all one, so values should be all the same. To do that, Ctrl A, apply scale. You see, we apply the scale, and now if we increase the segments, we get the nice edges. Okay, let's decrease the amount, something like this, and let's increase this. This is not looking good because we didn't apply the scale. If we apply scale, it works perfectly. That's why don't forget to apply scale. This is really important. Okay, let's delete this, and let's change the bevel settings from our modifiers. I want to make it amount 0.02, segments also 2 is okay. Okay, now let's duplicate this by pressing Shift D to duplicate and move it somewhere here, and S to scale it down like this, and move it somewhere here and here, and let's S to scale to Y axis. It's gonna be our side bedroom table, and it's not correct. Let's apply our scale. Now we got this nice edges. Okay, I want to move it somewhere here, and next let's duplicate it again. Shift D to duplicate and move it to the Z axis. And I want to move it here as to scale to X axis. This is gonna be our flag. I'm gonna put it flag here. Okay. Let's duplicate it again and move it here. R to rotate to 90 degree, and let's move it somewhere here. And let's S to scale to X axis. This is gonna be our how do you call frame, image frame. Okay, let's duplicate this, Shift D to move it here, and let's bring it down and scale it up, something like this. S to scale to Y axis. This is gonna be our windows. I think this windows is a little bit too big. Let's scale it down a bit. S to scale, Ctrl A to apply scale, and just move it here. And let's bring it down. And let's add another mesh modifier, a mesh, not modifier, Shift A, mesh, we need cylinder. When we get the mesh, there is a little tab here. If you press it and it will open, you can see all the settings of this mesh. Okay, you can change it here. I'm gonna go not 32, I'm gonna 16 vertices. This is gonna be more than enough for us to model our clock. This is gonna be our clock. Okay, just scale it down. R to rotate to 90 degree. Okay, Ctrl Z. R to not rotate to 90 degree to X axis. Just press X, and let's move it here, move it here, move it here, just here. Okay, okay, Shift D to duplicate and move it down, so we're here, and R to rotate to X axis, because I want to put it right here. And let's go to edit mode and face select mode. Select this face and move it up. Okay, and I to insert. You can insert by pressing I, and E to extrude inside. We can't see the inside. To see the inside, just go here and turn on this X-ray mode. You can see through our objects now, right? Okay, just move it down somewhere here. Okay, that looks nice. Next, turn off the X-ray mode again, and I want to close this tab. To do that, just press N to close it. Okay, now we are on this face select mode. Just select this by just holding Alt and select. You can select it, and S to scale. I want to scale it up, and select them all by pressing A and scale it down a bit because I want it to be small, and move it right here. And let's go to object mode and move it down here. Okay, let's select this, Shift D to duplicate and move it right here. S to scale it to X axis, and let's move it here. And let's apply Ctrl A, scale, and let's go to edit mode and select this face and move it up. And let's duplicate it, Shift D, and move it up here, somewhere here. Let's go to edit mode. By the way, don't worry about details yet. We are just getting the structure in places, okay? Keep it rough, we'll refine it later, okay? Just like this. And let's select this, go to edit mode, select this and move it inside a bit. Alright, great job. So far we have blocked out the room and added placeholders for the key elements. Next time we will start adding some more details. We're gonna refine it. Okay, if you're enjoying this, hit that like button and subscribe for part 2. Don't forget to download the free hotkey PDFs. It's a lifesaver.